Being magnetic isn't something you're just born with. It's something that's actively cultivated. It's a reflection of the energy you put into yourself and the care that you put into yourself. Have you ever been in a room and somebody walks in and instantly you're drawn to them? Yes, they're beautiful, but it's absolutely more than that. It's the way they walk, it's the way they talk, it's the way they stand, their aura, their presence. You don't know what it is, but something about them is just magnetic. Well, today I'm going to be giving you tips and tricks on how to become that person. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chelsea, and here we love to discuss all things self help, self development, and becoming the best versions of ourselves so that we can live happy and fruitful lives. Now, if you're watching this and at any point you feel like you're resonating with what I'm saying, don't forget to subscribe or even leave a comment so we can chat down below. Now let's jump into the video. Okay, first secret to being First secret to becoming magnetic is to focus on yourself. I know this sounds a bit counterintuitive, but focusing on yourself is so important. People with magnetic auras are not concerned about what other people have going on, about what other people are doing. When you meet people, when you're around people, they read energy first before they read anything else. And if you are desperate for attention and you're concerned about what everybody else has going on, people are going to sense that. And as a result, they're kind of going to be turned off from you. It's like watering a plant. So let's say you are so concerned with watering the rest of a garden, but you have no water left for yourself. People are going to know because you're going to be withering away. You're going to be desperate for someone to be looking at you, to be giving you any form of attention. And there are so many ways that you can start to focus on yourself. You can focus on your health. You can start consuming more fueling foods. You can spend a lot of time by yourself. You can journal. You can meditate. You can invest in hobbies that really light you up. There are so many ways that you can focus on yourself and invest in yourself, in your career, or in your self development, whatever that is. Prioritize yourself before anything or anyone else. Because this shows others that your energy is not tied to them. You are going to show up as your best self no matter what, regardless of how other people receive you. And that in itself is magnetic. Okay, the second secret to becoming magnetic is to fix your mindset. If you are always complaining, if you're always being a pessimist, if you can always see the negative side of any situation, I'm sorry, people are not going to want to be around you. Like, have you ever experienced somebody or interacted with a person that kind of just felt like a dark cloud? And this is not me like shaming other people, but when people are negative and pessimistic, you can feel it, you can sense it because their energy is kind of low and really negative. I want you to start believing that good things are going to happen for you, that everything is working out in your favor, and I want you to start developing an abundance mindset. Yes, there are going to be setbacks. Yes, bad things are going to happen. That's life. But I want you to focus on the positive. See what you can get out of every single situation. Of course, we don't all know what the future is going to hold, but you can either choose to be miserable and pessimistic and think that negative things are going to happen to you, or you can be the opposite and be positive and feel like life is worth living. And I promise you, people are going to notice the difference in the two personalities. And I just want you to like take a guess on like who people are actually going to want to spend time with and be around. I know this is easier said than done, but there are ways to improve your mindset. You can do shadow work. You can do some journaling prompts that kind of allow you to evaluate what your mindset is and think about why you might have certain limiting beliefs. You can do affirmations. Look at yourself in the mirror and say some positive things to yourself. I am capable. I am beautiful. I am abundant. Whatever it is, say nice words to yourself so that you start to believe it. When you're positive and optimistic about life, it starts to rub off on the people around you, and naturally, they will be gravitating towards you and want to be around your energy because who wants to be miserable all the time? I do not. Okay, third secret to becoming magnetic is to have bratopsy. So, if you're not Caribbean and you don't know what that means, essentially having bratopsy just means being mannerable, being polite, having etiquette, being raised in a certain way. And I know this sounds so basic, like, yes, we should all have manners, but it actually makes an incredible difference when you actually pay attention to these things and you're aware of how you're showing up in the world. When you walk into a room or a space, greet every single person that is there, not just the people you know. I have experienced this so many times where I am with a bunch of people and they see one of their friends and their friend comes over and doesn't even look at anybody else there except their friend or the person that they know. And, you know, it's not inherently wrong. They haven't done anything bad, but something in me does not gravitate to them, does not pull towards them because I feel almost like I'm not acknowledged, like I'm invisible. And this goes for even having conversations with large groups. Try to make sure that you are looking at every single person there. Don't just lock eyes and lock your gaze with one single person. Acknowledge everybody that's there so they feel like they're part of the conversation. At the end of the day, people just want to be acknowledged. People want to feel like they are important. So, making sure that you acknowledge every single person you come into contact with is so important. And I promise it will allow you to set yourself apart. Even smile at people and say hello when you're passing by people. And especially when you are having small conversations with people, don't make it feel so transactional. So, for example, if you're at a coffee shop and you're talking to the barista and they are taking your order, instead of walking up to them and being like, "Can I have so and so and so?" Yes, I understand they're there to take your order, but they're also a person as well. Walk up to them, say, "Hi, how are you doing? How is your day going?" Ask them about themselves because at the end of the day, we are all people. And I understand that sometimes when we do interact with each other, it's for transactional reasons, for transactional purposes. But a little goes a long way when you acknowledge somebody or you ask them how they're doing. Because more often than not, people are not doing that. So when you go the extra mile and go out of your way to acknowledge people and ask them about themselves, they're going to remember you. Okay, the fourth secret to being magnetic is to take care of your appearance. I know this is like duh, like this one's kind of obvious, but I think we sometimes can get carried away. We can lose ourselves. I know it happens to me as well. But look like you care about yourself. You don't have to be done up completely every single day. You don't have to be in full glam every day, but showing up as somebody who's confident, showing up feeling like your best self is so important. Ask yourself what outfits ask yourself what outfits make you feel like that person. Maybe you can start to create a Pinterest board of outfits that you want to embody or you want to start wearing. Make sure you're clean. I'm hoping that every day when we wake up, we're all washing our face and brushing our teeth. We are bathing every day. I'm hoping, just making sure that we're clean and we're presenting ourselves in a nice way, I think is incredibly important. Are your nails groomed? Are they cut? You know what I mean? Or do your feet look like a hot mess? Little things like that, just making sure you take care of yourself. What do you smell like? Smell and scent, they're just like so important. I know for me, smelling good is incredibly important. So I make sure I'm spraying stuff in my hair. I have scented lotions. I have perfume oils. I have body mists, all of it. Because when you do go around people, they are going to notice how you smell. And if you're smelling a little funky, I don't know if that's going to make people super incredibly drawn to you. Above all, just take care of yourself and look like you love yourself. Being magnetic is a combination of so many different things. It's about how you feel about yourself, how you show up, how you treat others, your outlook on life, your mindset. And above all, it's about showing up as your authentic self, showing up as your best self, and being confident in that and who you are, regardless of how people receive you. It's about being so rooted in yourself that you can show up in any space, in any room, and not feel like other people's reactions towards you are going to impact your energy. Something that I was taught by someone who had done a course on mindfulness and just being your best self is, when you wake up in the morning or you're going out somewhere and you're concerned about your energy being impacted by external forces, by outside people, you can almost draw this like golden bubble around you, this like aura almost, and say that, nobody can penetrate my aura, nobody can step inside my comfort bubble. So that if you do go out and maybe people aren't receiving you in a great way, or they're being mean, or whatever it is, or their energy might not vibe with yours, you don't feel like it's actually impacting you because you know your energy, you know your aura, and you are protected in this little bubble that you created for yourself. If today's topic resonated with you, like this video, or even leave a comment down below if you want a part 2 so I know what kind of videos you guys are into and you guys are vibing with. Thank you so much for watching this video and spending your energy with me today. And remember, this is your life. You get to decide how it goes, how happy you are, all of the things. You are the main character and you need to start acting as such. So have a day as beautiful as you, and I will see you in the next video.